Well, then, let's go ahead and get into that first topic. Eric, what the hell are we talking about?
Yeah. PlayStation has announced price hikes in the US for the PS5 consoles. All digital version is now $499. The disc version is now $549, and the PS5 Pro is now $749. What are our thoughts on this?
Ooh.
It was inevitable?
Yeah. So, yeah, go into it, Kiwi.
Yeah, well, obviously, it's just a case of them following what everyone else is doing. It's hard to talk about this stuff without getting into politics.
Yeah, it's very hard, yeah.
And political divide, but yeah, they're just doing what they have to do. But I guarantee you, even if there were no tariffs, they would keep the price as is. Like if Trump announced tomorrow, no tariffs anymore, they'd still keep the same price.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation. Obviously, Xbox raised their prices not too long ago. There's a little murmurs about that, but mostly it's because people are like, why would Xbox raise prices when people feel like no one's buying Xbox? But Xbox actually sells all right in the US. So, you know, and they get all their stuff made in China. We all know it's tariff related and all that stuff. PlayStation had pretty much everything made there. I heard they're diversifying now and trying to get stuff made elsewhere. But bottom line, the majority is also made there where the tariffs are the highest. And then, you know, Nintendo raised prices of Switch 1, right? And then a bunch of accessories. They've now raised the price of accessories twice for Switch 2. So it's interesting because this brings in you know, I was talking about this actually on my video today a little bit, where I'm like, you know, the funny part here is if Nintendo holds the Switch 2 price, and they kind of hinted they might not be, they might raise it in the future. They might hold it through holiday, and then next year, maybe that's what they're looking right now. They don't want the negative. You know, they're trying to keep their console going. They don't want any more backlash than they're already getting by, hey, let's jack the price up. So they might wait till that blows over a bit, and now everyone else has done it. So, you know, they now technically, no one can say that they don't have the cheapest console at the moment for like dedicated gaming devices, non-PC handhelds. So, yeah, I mean, they literally are the cheapest now, which it's crazy for PlayStation 5 to even say that, because the all digital, that used to be $399 at launch.
Yep.
People forget this is the second price raise of the digital one. Crazy. They raised it with like the Slim.
It's wild.
And then they slowly phased out the $399 one. People didn't even realize that was getting phased out. And now they raised that another $50. So that's a $100 price hike since 2020 for that one. And it's crazy because like the PS5 Pro $749 still doesn't have a disc drive. So for people that like physical, got to toss another $80 on top of that. Now you're up to 800 plus to get a physical PlayStation 5 Pro, which is crazy. So I was talking about this, like how, like for Nintendo, how I feel like, I know they're probably going to raise the price of Switch 2 next year, but it would be cool if they held, even if the system ends up losing them a little bit of money, because they'll make it up on software sales, of course. But also, this was the crazy thing that I can't believe I said in my video, but this is the reality. $450 will be the budget system.
That's nuts. That's nuts.
Yeah.
PlayStation 6 price is going to be wild. The Xbox handheld with ROG coming out, the rumored prices are $550 and like $700, $800 or whatever it was. I know the prices aren't official yet. They're on retailer websites, so it feels like it's pretty official. But like that's $100 more expensive without a game bundled in, you know? And obviously that's a PC handheld, so you know you can use your already existing Steam library or you know whatever, Microsoft library, Game Pass, etc. And I still think Game Pass is the greatest deal in gaming, but that doesn't matter. The point is that the entry point to get in is going up and up and up. So like it's inevitable. I don't know if all of our viewers are from the US, but if you're not, everything's gotten more expensive.
Well, I think it's also that they will offset the countries outside the US in some way as well. So even if you're not from the US, you pay a price for it.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Because we've already seen PlayStation 5 went up in prices before this in other countries.
Yep.
You know, Switch 2 is already priced pretty high above us in certain countries as well. So this is just unfortunate. Like it sucks. We kind of knew it was probably going to come. It feels weird because this is the first time, because I count Switch as part of the same gen as PlayStation 5 and Xbox. It's a generation where prices went up the deeper we got in instead of down.
Yeah.
Normally you figure, oh yeah, okay, the tariffs are higher and the prices are more, but then aren't products cheaper to make? So then shouldn't the price even out? No, actually, that hasn't been what's happening. And that's without tariffs. Like things actually haven't gotten cheaper to make, which is crazy because that almost always happens.
Yeah, I feel like I remember this happening first with didn't like the MetaQuest 2 go up $100 like a year into its lifespan? I'm almost positive.
Yeah,
way back before tariffs or anything like that. They raised it like a full 100, like a year in.
Yep.
So
because I remember I came in on the 64 gig version. And then all the other versions came up, and then they got rid of the 64 gig and raised the price. Yeah.
I didn't hear much noise about that one. Obviously, there's not as big of a market for the virtual gaming, but I mean, I pretty much agree with you, Prime, and you, Kiwi. I think this is something that's inevitable. It's nice that it hasn't happened to Switch 2 and Prime, like you said. I don't imagine, and knock on wood, that they'll increase the price of Switch 2 before the holiday. I think they're going to want to have that good faith first year in the States, but it does feel like it's, we're just playing the waiting game for when Nintendo makes that leap. What I will say though is, with all the negative discourse surrounding Nintendo since the Switch 2 reveal, especially regarding pricing, it's going to be a real breath of fresh air to see videos and comments from those people start to show up talking about, like, we've been bagging on Nintendo this whole time, but they're the last bastion of hope for, like, I can't wait to see all those videos because I know they're coming. I know they're going to be coming, especially since this is Sony's second price increase. I know it's going to be so vicious out there towards Sony from all the content creators, and Nintendo, it's going to be like, listen, we gave them a hard time, but let's see how they hold strong. I can't wait to see all those opinions change.
Shoot me a link to the video when it pops up.
Absolutely. It's any moment now. I'm going to check after the podcast tonight. There's going to be dozens. I swear.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I watched the videos today, like, to see how content creators and stuff reacted to this. And sure, it's all negative, right? Obviously, there's not going to be a positive video about it. But it doesn't feel like they're going in as hard on it as when the Switch 2 price was revealed. Like, it feels like they went way harder on that than they are with this. And I wonder, like, what is it?
We were getting there. That was.
I think it's expectations.
Yeah.
That's why people were already kind of expecting it. Whereas with, like, how much Mario Kart was priced in line also with the Switch 2's price as well, because people weren't expecting it to be that high. So
I would also say
expectation versus reality.
I would also say too, a lot of people still consider Nintendo as the budget option. So to see them go up higher in price was a little weird for people. No matter if they had, 120 hertz, HDR, they don't care. Nintendo is identified as the family-friendly, easy entry point for gaming. And if you get into the same tier, right, exactly. Right. So if you get into the same ring as Xbox and PlayStation, we're not expecting that. So we need you to kind of come down.
Thanks to Sony, where the budget console is.
Like, Sony and Xbox are going up. Like, that's why I say, like, it's crazy. They still are the budget system.
They are.
Xbox is the weird one.
Yeah,
because they can't get system off shelves. That one, I feel like, it's one of the biggest and most lucrative companies out there. I feel like they should have just rode the storm till the handheld, till whatever comes next. It was a very odd decision for a console they can't get off shelves to raise the price.
It doesn't help they came off their, like, most profitable quarter ever. But I know it's because they bought these companies, but it's like, oh, record profits. Also, we're raising the price of the system that hardly anyone's buying. It's like,
my opinion on that. Xbox has been riding the storm since day one.
You mean with the original Xbox?
Since yes. And so Xbox 360, right? Most of that most of that period, because the beginning was also kind of scary with the whole ring,
Mhm.
red ring of death thing. But for the most of that was just like the eye of the storm, where they thought things were good. Then they got out of the eye, and it's been a storm the entire time.
We had a
That's
great
their life.
Yeah,
No.
I lasted a nice 5 years for us. Everything else,
Yeah.
I don't know what the eye of the storm was, because I believe it was 70% of Xbox 360s got the red ring.
That's
I believe.
crazy.
Don't
I
quote
don't-
me
I
on
don't-
that.
I don't know.
It was it's
Yeah.
an insane
Yeah.
percentage.
It was like 6 months later they revised
Brutal.
it. But yeah, crazy.
Maybe the eye of the storm was Halo 2. I don't know, but there was an eye at some point.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe they've gone in and out of the eye a couple times, but they've been in a storm.
Sure.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's not like, you can't breathe storm or like a storm on Venus, but it's definitely a storm.
And the one person out there that didn't get the red ring, it's okay. I'm happy for you. Congratulations, you won the lottery.
Okay, AI overview. Thank you, Google.
Every time, yeah.
Gaming Informer survey indicated 54.2 failure rate. Other estimates range from 23.7 to as high as 90.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
You
Yeah,
know,
that just sounds-
Yeah, overview.
only Xbox truly knows what the percentage is. Only they know.
But to go from 23 to 90.
Yeah, I know.
But
Yeah.
my question is, though, does that impact their reported sales numbers? Because
At the time, I don't know, because that was the height of their popularity, was the 360.
was,
People,
yeah.
Yeah, it was.
despite how poorly it was designed, I guess. Man, people love that gen. A lot of people find that to be the best game console ever. I mean, I wildly disagree, but a lot of people seem to think so.
I'm pretty sure it knocked them over the head financially, because numbers wise, yeah, I sold, but if I have to replace everybody's Xbox, yeah, you're not winning financially.
Yeah.
And 70% of the Xbox 360's demonic brawler owned copies. How many did you buy, man?
Yeah.
I think I bought 3 at one in total for the whole gen.
Yeah, I had 4 myself. Yeah.
There was the OG, because you had it first, and then I got it later, and then I got the Red Ring of Death, and then I got the Slim or something, then I got the
Elite.
The Elite. Yeah. So I had
I'm
3.
I'm embarrassed to say, when the first Xbox came out, I just didn't get it. Like it just didn't click with me. I was used to like Sega, Nintendo, PlayStation. I was just
why I had it. Why I never owned the OG, but I bought the Xbox 360. No, this is hilarious. It's not because of gaming. Degeneration X. I had to. The whole suck it. Yeah, I'm like, dude,
that's so ridiculous. No, I bought my first Xbox was a 360, and I bought it. I end up selling it to a friend shortly after. I bought it for Cameo and Nuts and Bolts because I was a big Rare fan growing up, but I never got the proper use out of it.
Yeah.
So, I missed that gen of Xbox, but I played a lot of those games on PC. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Price increases. What do you guys? Yeah. What do you think, Thunderstash?
Yeah, we've talked about this a lot.
Yeah.
The cost continues to go up. We knew this was going to happen. We all talked about PlayStation. Eventually, their price was going to go up as well. These things were all foreseen. So what can you do, right? Again, many times talked about the controllables and the uncontrollables in life. And these things that we're talking about are the uncontrollables. There's nothing we can do to change it. The only thing we can't control is how we react to it, what we do to remedy it for ourselves. That's really the extent of it. So I don't have much thought on it, except I knew this was coming, talked about it very long time ago.
All right.
Yeah. For me, I mean, I don't own or play Sony machines. Not that I hate them. So it really doesn't affect me. It does suck for those that do game on those systems and haven't had a chance to either pick it up or, maybe they were hoping to save some money and all of a sudden like, the person's this close to getting it, and all of a sudden the price will go up. It's like, oh no, now you gotta wait another, maybe half a year or whatever to save up more. And it's like, oh, I feel bad for those guys, and then games on top of it. It's just gaming is getting insanely, stupidly expensive.
Yeah.
It sucks.
That's why PC is becoming more appealing as well.
yeah.
Because if you already own a computer and you do it for other things, then you might as well just game on it, right? As opposed to spending however much money on a console.
Yeah. It really is getting to that point. I've even contemplated myself. I've had 2 PlayStations, but then eventually just sold them off because I'm not a big first party Sony fan. Big on Ratchet and Clank, and I loved Astrobot. And then
Hell
also
yeah, dude.
Ghost was amazing. That's why I'm
taste.
kind of sad I won't be able to play Yote at all, but it is what it is. But even on the PC,
it's gonna
It'll come to PC.
yeah, it'll come to PC soon. So that's where, like, for me, because I always work at a desk because of my job, and then also I have the Quest 3, so that's gonna work substantially. Being able to use that, so it might work. I'm rocking the Switch 2 by itself right now, along with, of course, like my Android handhelds, like the Retroid Pocket 5 and the AYN Odin. But other than that, I've only had my Switch 2, so PC might be the next move, man. It really is. I'm not gonna go crazy, get a 5090, but I'll definitely get one.
All right. We could probably end that topic. They're going to keep it nice and short.
Yeah.
No big deal. Again,
I could have taken it on the tangent, but I'll save it for later.
You're going to have so many tangents on these other topics, Andres. We already know. We already know.
The Portal didn't go up in price, though. That was a surprising one.
Well, maybe because it's not selling. Sorry, I don't want to insinuate anything, but I look at their sales on it, it doesn't look like it's really selling that much right now. Increasing the price of they're already not selling probably is
Maybe they're just gonna cancel it or phase it out.
One more point in here.
That could happen.
I think with Xbox raising their prices, it's we know we're not selling, but maybe we can get a little bit more out of the ones we actually do sell. So it's like, okay, yep, this might help. Maybe.